Hello buddy, welcome back to another video. And in this video I'm going to be showing you some more secret blocks and items from Minecraft Bedrock Edition. The first video did very well, almost at 1,000 likes I think. So if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like on this video as well. And of course consider subscribing, because 103% of you who watched the previous video were not subscribed. So let's make that at least under 100. I don't know how that happened, but YouTube just messed up I think. So we'll start off with one of the items that was actually in the previous video. It's the light block over here. So I didn't really know what it was, and I just had this one over here, the 0 light block, which does absolutely nothing. But apparently you can get ones with light values. So you get these by typing in give your name light block, then add 1 because you just want 1, and then add a value from 0 to 15. So 0 will give you the 0 one, but if you add for example 4, you will get one with light level 4. So I have them all over here so you can look at them. I'll go over them quickly. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So they all have a slightly different texture as well. Apart from the numbers at the top left, they also have a slightly different luminosity texture. So the item frame is not really visible, but if I take them out, you will see that this actually is the case. So 1 has this, then 2 and 3. As you can see, they just light up a little bit more as you go along, which is nice. And so what they actually do is of course give off light. So if we go to nighttime, so time set night, there we go. Then place one of these down over here. So for example, one with light level 6. You will see a very dim light over here. But if we grab the one with light level 15, of course it will produce a light with light level 15, as you can see. So there are no torches or anything. And this can be very helpful, of course, if you're making a map and you don't want all of the nasty torches, or you don't want like light level 15 everywhere. You just want some moody lighting around your map. You can use light level 3 or 4. And you can remove these as well. So if I just place a block where the light block was placed, it removes it. So it actually sort of works the same as with a water bucket, for example. If you place down a water bucket, you can't just break the source block. You have to place a block there like this, and that removes it. It's the same for the light block, just it's more difficult to find the center. So you're just gonna have to place a couple of blocks around until you find it. Oh, there we go, there it was. So thank you guys, by the way, for all the comments you left, because I asked if you knew how this works, and I got a lot of comments with explanations on how this works. So thank you for that. But now let's just move on to some new secret blocks and items. So let's start off at the bottom right over here with the powered comparator. So this is a comparator, but it has nothing behind it powering it. It's still on. I can also switch the mode, as you can see. But it also doesn't give off any redstone levels. As you can see, it doesn't give off a redstone signal, but it has the power on. So you can get this one by using the setblock command. Of course, all these commands will also be in the description of this video. But there we go, powered comparator. And there we go, we have a powered comparator without anything next to it. You can also get a powered repeater, as you just saw here. Powered repeater also shows up, but if you try this, you will see that it's not powered. And if you look down and try this again, you will see that it is powered for a very short amount of time. There we go, it was powered, but it immediately unpowers afterwards. So it immediately realizes it shouldn't be powered, and so it changes back to unpowered. Let's see if it actually does give out a redstone signal though. Yes, it does. Then I'm also pretty curious if the comparator gives out a redstone signal once you place it down the first time. Here we go, comparator. No, it doesn't give out a signal at all. So those are the powered comparator and powered repeater. Then we move on to the NPC Spawn Egg. As you can see, I don't have Education Edition on here. And I still have the NPC, which is actually a mob that is used for Education Edition, but you can also get it in Bedrock Edition as well. If you want to know more about the NPC, I would suggest checking out my video on secret mobs and entities in Bedrock Edition. It's in the top right hand of your screen. There will be an icon popping up and you can click on it to find out more about all the secret mobs and entities of Bedrock Edition. So we'll just look at a beautiful spawn egg over here. So it's not available here at the other spawn eggs, but you can get it using the give command, of course. You can get it by using spawn egg 151, and there we go, you get a NPC spawn egg. So 51 is just the data value of the specific spawn egg. So if you change that to, for example, 16, you will get a mushroom spawn egg. And I'll just show you the NPC quickly. If you want to know more about it, as I said, check out the link in the top right hand side of your screen. Now moving on to this one over here, another invisible block. It's the structure void. Yes, once again. But now with a different texture. We're still in the same version, but it has a second texture. If I just give myself a structure void, like this, you will see that I get this, the structure void. But in my hand it has a different texture, so that's very strange. So this is just a second version of the structure void, and you get it by using this command. So give myself a structure void, and then add 1, 1, like this. So you get the blue one, but it still places as the red one. So if you actually want to have the blue one placed in your world, you have to use a setblock command. Here we go, structure void 1, and there we go. You get the blue structure void, and let's put the red one next to it. So remove the 1, and there we go. We have the blue and red ones next to each other. They still both show up if you hold the blue one and also if you hold the red one, since they're actually the same but just with a different texture. And if you put the blue one in an item frame, it actually turns into the red one. So it's a bit strange, but you can get them in your world and also in your hand if you want to. They also don't work the same as normal structure voids. So the blue ones don't work, the red ones do. So if you want to actually use them as structure voids, make sure to not add a 1 at the end, just use this command. And then that'll work. Then we have this sign over here. It's a very strange sign. As you can see, it has a big hitbox and it's on a wall. But there is no wall here. So once again, you get these with commands using the setblock command. Just type in wall and you will see all these things. So wall sign, acacia wall sign, birch wall sign, crimson, dark oak, jungle, spruce and warped. So you can use all of these. So for example, place down an acacia wall sign. You won't be able to edit the text, but you get this block over here. And if you try to put one right next to it, it won't even update. So that could be helpful if you want to make a sort of fence or some sort with the signs. And so you can do this with all types of wood if you want to. Then we've done the bottom row and the middle row. We just have the top row left over here. And you might have thought, well, I saw the thumbnail and I saw just 2 purple blocks over here. Those were probably just a mistake, right? No, these are not purple blocks. I mean, they look like purple blocks, but they aren't purple blocks. So if I just empty my hotbar and middle click this one and this one, you will see that they are not the same. And if I grab a purple block from creative, so here's one, and I try to stack it with these, yeah, it's not working. So these are normal purple blocks, and then we have chiseled purpur. But it doesn't look like chiseled purpur, does it? So these have only different names and not different textures. Chiseled purpur and this smooth purpur. I mean, the name is a bit strange with tile purpur block smooth name. So you might see smooth purpur and chiseled purpur in the future in Bedrock Edition, but for now we just have the names of the blocks, and you can get these by once again using the give command. So what you need to do is add purpur block and then one of them, and then if you add a 1 after it, you will get the chiseled purpur, and if you add 3, you will get the smooth purpur. And then we have 2 blocks over here that you can't actually see and are actually not there. So these represent the Pistonarmcollision. Now what is a Pistonarmcollision? That is the block that appears if you use a lever or any redstone signal on a piston. So of course this is just still 1 block, but there is a brief moment where a second block appears. And that's the Pistonarmcollision. So we can place it down by using the setblock command and then do piston. And there you see it, Pistonarmcollision. You see the texture on there as well. But if you try to place it down, you won't actually see anything. The only thing is that you can't actually place anything there. So I'm trying to click, 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 and nothing is happening. So at a certain point in time, I think if you actually update the block, yes, if you update the block, then you can place blocks there again. So just add a Pistonarmcollision, you can't place anything, add a block next to it, and then you can place it again. And we actually know it's there because if we add it and then try to add it again, it won't work because the block is already there. And as you saw here as well, there is also a Stickypistonarmcollision. So as you switch to that one, it's just the same, it works the same. You can't place blocks there unless you place a block next to it, and then you can place blocks there. So there we go. If you know any more secret blocks and items, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. But there we go, those were more secret blocks and items in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. So until then, bye bye!